Hi everyone, I'm Bodine. Welcome to my kitchen, and this is my pot. That is also my pot. If you think that I'm in the same outfit from the last video, you are. If you're wondering which outfit that is, go and check my video on coconut, pumpkin, and rice. It is sure not to disappoint. And that is the video that we are going to be preparing another piece of the meal for today. When Bahamians fry chicken, sometimes we don't eat all of the chicken all in one night, or you just don't want to smoky up your house, or have to fry and have the frying chicken smell in your house 2 days back to back. It makes life a little bit easier, but you don't want to eat the same thing twice. Well, so that food does not waste, we have a different way of preparing that chicken that we call steamed chicken. This ain't no surprise to people that know. If you know, you know. Basically, in the Bahamas, steamed chicken is taking fried chicken pieces and using tomatoes, onions, garlic, sweet pepper, just all of these different things that add flavor to form a tomato-based gravy. And then you add your chicken into it and you let it simmer. Today, we're going to start that process from the beginning. Today's video is done in conjunction with Showman eBistro, who is responsible for delivering the most amazing boxes filled with produce and meats that feeds a family of 4 at least 7 times. Yes, a family of 4 at least 7 times, so that you can get at least 28 meals in one box. I can tell you it is definitely worth it. Now, I'm going to be using the chicken leg quarters. Also, we're going to be using the tomatoes, the sweet peppers, and the onions, as well as some of the tomato paste that came inside the box. And of course, every box has thyme, because who doesn't want thyme? Thyme is delicious. Now let's get this meal started. You're going to need 4 chicken leg quarters cut into pieces. I left the skin on because I like them, and then you need to make sure that they are pre-seasoned and marinated because they need to taste good, okay? Additionally, you're going to need about ½ a cup of parsley. Trust me, you like parsley. You like fresh parsley in your food. You're also going to need about a tablespoon of thyme and a bay leaf for this dish. You're going to need about a cup of very ripe diced tomatoes. You're going to need 1 carrot cut like this, sliced, and you're going to need some sliced sweet peppers and onions. This is about 3/4 of a cup each, I would say. Black pepper, a tablespoon of tomato paste, and some salt, and of course some oil for frying. Here's where, if you have a chicken broth, you want to take about a cup, maybe 2 cups of chicken broth, and you want to use it inside this meal. If you don't have the chicken broth, then you can just use water, or you can use a chicken bouillon cube, whichever floats. Because our chicken is not fried, we're going to be kind of searing them today. And searing is almost like frying, but what it does is it traps the flavors and the juices in the meat. It also gives the meat color, because really and truly, your chicken should not be pale if you're making steamed chicken. If your chicken is pale, we have to have a conversation about your Bahamian cod. You're going to take the oil, you're going to add it to the pot. Now we're going to take the chicken and we're going to add the pieces to the pan. If they still have skin on them, then you're going to add them skin down, okay? My pan is a little bit too hot for my comfort, but there we go. Honestly and truly, I should be doing this inside a frying pan, but ain't nobody got time for that. This is going to be a 1-pot steamed chicken meal. Trust me on that. Beautiful, isn't it? We now have 8 juicy, partially cooked pieces of chicken that have a nice crispy skin, a little bit of char on the outside, and don't be afraid of all the flavor bits at the bottom of your pot. What happens is when you cook, especially if you use like garlic salt, garlic, pepper, any other seasonings like complete seasoning, you're going to have residue at the bottom of the pot. That's okay. We're going to add a little bit of water to it. Now let's get started on our base. We're going to add directly into this our onions and our sweet peppers. Now we're going to add the tomatoes to the pot. We're also going to add the tablespoon of tomato paste to the pot so that we can get that rich reddish brown color that stew and good stew is known for. We're going to save the parsley flakes or the fresh parsley towards the end. Again, fresh herbs go in more towards the end of the pot because it makes it taste better, but it also decreases the chance of the herb being bitter. And we're going to add the bay leaf and the thyme right now. And we're going to allow the pot to simmer until the tomatoes just about fall apart. You want to put it at medium. This is not a fast cooking session, although the meal doesn't take very long to complete. Now that the tomatoes have begun to disintegrate, we're going to add about 1.5 cups of water to the pot. We're going to do that because we want the gravy to still be a little bit thick. We're not smothering the chicken, but we want the gravy to be just a little bit thick. We also want to give the carrots something to absorb, but we don't want to over gravy our pot. I don't like running chicken gravy for steamed chicken. If you like it that way, then that's fine. Our gravy is starting to bubble. We're now going to add our chicken pieces in, and we're going to let this come to almost like a high simmer. And then we're going to taste our gravy to determine if we're going to add any additional spices other than our parsley, which is waiting patiently on us right here. Now it's time to add our sliced carrots. And we're going to add our parsley to the pot. I know Bahamians traditionally don't use a whole lot of parsley, but believe me when I say parsley makes it taste so much brighter, so much fresher, and it's an enjoyable experience. Now that we've added the last bit of herbs to the pot, let me just let you all know, when this is finished simmering, you're going to taste the love, you're going to taste the deliciousness, you're going to taste all the Bahamianness in this. You're looking at my steamed chicken. I can tell you this is so good. You have the chicken pieces that have been fried and then they've been steamed, the juiciness of the tomato-based sauce, as well as the crunch and the sweetness in the carrot, the crispness of the parsley, the caramelized onions and tomatoes, and the sweet peppers that are in here. You have a balance of colors and you have a balance of flavors, and I hope that you enjoy it. Normally, Bahamians eat white rice with their steamed chicken. We're going to elevate that just a little bit with pumpkin and rice by the power of television. If you missed that video, I'm going to have that in the suggested videos right after this particular one. You have to. I want to say thank you so much to Showman Bistro for partnering with me on this video. Showman Bistro is a weekly food delivery service and their boxes are $120. In the last few weeks, I've seen them customize Mediterranean boxes. I've seen Mexican boxes, truly Bahamian boxes. Our Father's Day box was a griller's paradise, and I'm quite sure that each and every week you're going to have something that's going to surprise you. And don't forget, their recipes for each box are up on their website, showmanebistro.com. It's time for me to enjoy my meal. I'm going to be taking this to my parents. I want to say thank you guys so much for joining me. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, leave a comment, especially if you tried this, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you know each and every time I upload. Until next time, y'all, don't let any and everybody dig up in your pot. Bye. Gone. Chicken, chicken. Chicken, chicken.